Good evening, Ms. Ellis.
Good evening, Mr. Waterman. Good evening, Dr. Epps, ladies and gentlemen of the panel. On behalf of the administrative staff, parents, and students at PS 34 School, it was indeed a team effort. I, Yvonne Ellis, parent liaison at PS 34 School, would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Charles Epps, Dr. Wins, Mr. Franklin Walker, and Mr. Waterman for attending our second gospel extravaganza at PS 34 on Friday, June 3rd, 2011. There was a million other places that you could have been that evening, but of all places, you chose PS 34. And for that, we are absolutely, positively, and unequivocally grateful. In addition, people were still talking about the week of June 6, talking about the program the week of June 6, 2011. They were still donating money and coming to me asking, could we participate next year, students and parents alike. It was truly an amazing, awesome, and blessed event. During the month of May, we had a yard sale to raise money for the Gospel Extravaganza, and that was also extremely successful. In fact, the community and parents love both events so much that they've been asking us, when are we having it again? 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students also volunteered and earned community service hours for both of these events. Once again, we sincerely thank you. Moreover, I would also like to take this opportunity to let any staff member who is here representing PS 38 know that I greatly desire to see your school play on Thursday, June 2nd. However, I had to finalize everything concerning the gospel program. Moreover, our 5th grade students recently attended an encore presentation during school hours, and they said it was fantastic. And I was able to watch last year's presentation on Channel 1. Therefore, I will watch this year's presentation as well. Furthermore, Narcotics Anonymous believes that the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. Therefore, if we discover that something is working productively and successfully in a few schools, why not introduce these things in other schools? The Gospel Extravaganza at PS 34 and the school play at PS 38, why not implement them and try in other schools as well? Every school should have performances. When you know better, you do better. There's good, there's better, and there's best. It's time that Jersey City Public Schools not just strive, but thrive at being the very best. McNair is the only school that is often mentioned as doing something extraordinary. It's time for other schools besides McNair to shine. The pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Finally, I have a great idea for next year's Gospel Extravaganza, Dr. Epps. And that's that you, Dr. Wins, Mr. Franklin, and Mr. Waterman form a quartet and sing 2 selections. And sing 2 selections, yeah, and get you some uniforms too. Like the 4 tops, but gospel only. But anyway, also, I just wanted to say, as a parent liaison, I try to implement different things in my school and have different events, but it's increasingly difficult for me to do so because I've been there going on 6 years. Even though my job description says I can have a telephone, I don't have a phone. So I have to scramble around the building and try to use the phone to make phone calls. When I call parents, if testing is going on, I can't use the computer in the library. I don't have a computer. I don't even go to workshops with my position. So, you know, I do a lot of stuff that nobody knows about. Sometimes I'm near the 6, I'm doing things. I do things in the neighborhood. I put flyers all over for the yard sale, flyers all over. I do things on my time. I think in 6 years, maybe somebody can give me a computer so I can type my letters in my own office, and I don't have to scramble and run around the building trying to find a computer, trying to find a phone. And then sometimes people think they own the phones in those rooms, but they don't know those phones came from the taxpayers' dollars. It's not your personal phone. You can't take it when you leave.
That's right.
At 3 o'clock, or if you ever leave for good. So I can benefit from a phone. My job description says make phone calls to the parents, but I don't have a phone. So is it possible, Mr. Perkins in the office with me, wonderful gentleman, he's the community aide, he does the attendance. He's been there, what, 3 years? He got a phone and a computer. I 6 years, December 13th. I've been promised by the former 2 administrators that they would give me a phone. They gave me one year, they took it back. I need a phone.
And a computer.
You saw how I put that program together? What did I do? I scrambled all over the building for a phone and used my cell phone. I shouldn't have to use my cell phone. Can I have this phone back there? Please. And a computer. Can I have some workshops? Can you send me to some workshops? I'm not a teacher. I'm in the workshops with the teachers.
You don't have a problem, we'll get you a phone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ellis.
Oh, Mr. Walker was my gym teacher and Mr. DeRosa was my history teacher. They were great teachers.
Okay, Sheila,